Tight.
All right. Free Smoke the podcast. Tuned in. One of my favorite coworkers. PhilBrahh.
It me.
Man, this is a very rare interview, I feel like.
This is my second one ever.
Man, I feel like you're like the white Dos Equis guy. You know?
What is it? The most interesting man in the world?
Yeah, because it's like you are not only an LA encyclopedia for spots and good eats and locations like that, you know? You just been around a lot of iconic ass shit, and I feel like you have the dopest stories, and you're a cool person, and thank you for coming on my pod.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for a minute. This is monumental.
Exactly. How long has you already been at the working for No Jumper?
4 years, maybe 3 years, 4 years.
You're fucking up, Yuri. That's all I'm saying, man. PhilBrahh is the man.
I be trying.
Nah, man, bro. Like, honestly, bro, like, sitting down here with you is kind of like a full circle moment, kind of like a surreal thing, because I remember watching you as, like, a part of No Jumper.
Yeah, as a personality.
Like, in terms of why people should give a fuck about PhilBrahh, I feel like you have been there since day one for No Jumper. Like, in terms of content, like, not personality-wise, you know, like, everyone should give a fuck about PhilBrahh because he's got a dope personality. But I'm saying, based on just, like, this whole YouTube shit and just things you've witnessed, like, I would say you're, like, in the No Jumper office, you're the unicorn. You're, like, the day one, been there, done that since day one.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time, a long journey, to say the least. There for a lot of it. I'd say 99.8% of it. It's a lot.
You've seen a lot of dope shit. You witnessed a lot of dope shit, and you probably had to deal with a lot of bullshit.
A lot of bullshit, a lot of dope. It is, the good outweighs the bad for sure.
All right, before we get into all the No Jumper stuff,
hit me.
I just wanted to give the audience a background on who PhilBrahh really is.
The mystery is over.
Man. The mystique?
The mystique is gone.
All right, so like
some bullshit.
They say Pisces are like, they try to be fake mysterious, and I always catch feelings like when I read that shit, because it's like, damn.
Are you a Pisces?
Yeah.
I'm a Gemini, and it's like the whole dual personality.
Ooh.
You know me. You know that shit.
Bro, you stay 10 toes down, bro.
I try. A lot of people don't like me because of it, but I try.
All right, so like preparing for this podcast, I was just like, all right, what are some things I could talk to Phill about, or what are some observations I've made about Phill?
I was very worried about.
I feel like you are like the nicest asshole.
That's what a lot of people say. Yeah,
I love it though. I respect it. I love it a lot. I like kind of envy it. Because my personality is like, I can't really tell people, hey, yo, like, I just don't have that demeanor and confidence of just telling people really what it is. But it's like you're not dissing them. You're just really telling them how it is, and you kind of just you're setting boundaries, which is important. And
boundaries. Setting boundaries is important, and respecting boundaries is important, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're in a business setting or a relationship.
Exactly.
Boundaries.
Boundaries are big, are super important. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's just like going in my first day at No Jumper. We'll start from there.
Go.
My first day at No Jumper, I was just like, I don't know about, bro. Like
I've seen him be super mean to people on the internet.
The thing is, like, I don't even think I've seen you be mean.
You know, you probably like subconsciously thought of like a certain thing about me because of either Adam's stories, what's edited into a YouTube, whatever, or you visiting the store, like you said, I sold you a t-shirt or whatever. And I'm pretty much the same across the spectrum, but obviously there's a camera on, you turn it on.
But that's what like I could respect about you is that you don't treat people differently just based on their status.
Yeah, never.
You know, it's like you'll say the same shit to me, you'll say the same shit to Bobby Shmurda, you'll say the same shit to whoever the fuck is in the office, and I respect that, and that's what I really like about you. You feel me? Like that's like a dope ass like personality trait, I guess you can call it, you know?
Yeah, I've always
been like 10 toes down?
I would rather somebody like dislike me for how I am than like change myself for somebody to like me, and I've been like that since like 6th grade.
You've always been like that?
Yeah, I've always been like a slightly mean, but unintentionally.
See, that's the thing. It's like, that's like, I feel like at the age I'm in, I'm finally getting that. I feel like it's a confidence thing.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay.
Far from 6th grade. But obviously though, like, I feel like I never had to deal with a lot of bullying or like just people pressing me. Like people have pressed me, and like I've definitely stood on my shit, but I've also not been that person. Like people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, with you just tell it how it is. You don't give a fuck. I guess what it is I'm always in the back of my mind cautious of the consequences of my actions. But you just be living like balls to the walls, and I love that shit. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's obviously filters that I'll put on myself,
as you should.
Very specific situations, like if it's going to be like triggering to somebody's like actual.
Well, yeah, that's why
day,
it's like
that's I'll hold back, but it's second nature for me to just be honest all the time.
Is that the no in you? It's just the Fresno.
That's the Central Valley, my boy. It's coming out. Yeah, I'm from
you're
the glorious Fresno, California, the smack dab in the middle of California. It's almost the very middle of California.
Man,
it sucks.
Fresno in the building right now.
Fresno was out here. It's
my only encounters with Fresno was when I would have to drive through there to go to skate camp.
It's a great place to drive through, not a great place to live, for sure. Shopping and drugs is all there is. You either shop or you spend your money on drugs.
Now, that leads me to another point. You say you know what I'm saying, like you grew up in Fresno, you're exposed to all this shit. Like, do you feel like that played a part in you like being straight edge?
Oh, fucking 4,000%.
And for those who don't know, straight edge is just like you don't do alcohol, I don't do anything. Smoke, you don't do drugs for recreation.
No,
like
I'm what they refer to as a pure blood because I've never done anything.
That's badass.
No smoking, no drinking. I do be fucking,
but
none of the mind altering drugs or substances, I should say. Dude, growing up in Fresno, you either see people burn out at like a crazy young age. Like 15, 16, 17 they're either on their way to...
What do they do? They're just like a lot of pranksters, a lot of heroin and shit like that.
I know a lot of places say that they own the glorious title of like meth capital of the United States, but...
Fucking glorious title.
It's fucking something, but it's Fresno may not have that like number one title, but it's pretty up there as far as like meth.
Fresno is a gritty spot.
It's super grimy. It's really dirty. A lot of drug activity and like drug arrests are like crazy high there. Maybe not so much anymore. I've been gone for a while, but while I was there, it's crazy. Like I am definitely the product of two substance abusing parents, and that's why I'm straight edge. Yeah.
And you made that decision at an early age.
I made the decision when I was 15. I guess a conscious decision when I was 15 or 16 in high school. I had always been sober, and then I switched high schools and went to another high school, and there's a very specific person. He was Gabe Pacheco, who was like, "Yo, I'm straight edge. Like, you don't do anything, you're straight edge too." And I don't tell people I'm straight edge now, just because I'm in my 30s and whatever. I'd rather just be like, "Oh, I don't drink," or "I'm not smoking today. I gotta this," or "I don't drink because I gotta drive." Because people are like, "Oh, what's straight edge?"
I just think that like that shit is. Like it just goes to show the type of person you are, and I respect that shit. I really think it's dope, bro. Cause it's like
raw dog in life is not easy.
No, I just think exactly. Like definitely not easy. Definitely not easy to raw dog life because you could be exposed to a lot of shit when you raw dog.
I mean, I have been exposed to literally every single thing under the sun as far as like, hey, I know you don't do this. If you want to, here it is for free. Which, like, if I had a more...
that's the airport.
We added that in. That's not actually... That's a special effect we're putting over the podcast.
This is fact. It's a soundboard.
I
want to get one of those. But, yeah, so, like...
It's yeah.
It was just, like, a reaction of... Because, like, I feel like typically the norm is for you to fall into the bullshit. Not to push away the bullshit. And to do that at such an early age is like, it's hats off. You feel me? Like, it's just like, damn, like you figured out the game before a lot of people figured out the game.
Yeah. It's really easy to say yes in a lot of situations, but
especially when you're 15, you don't even know yourself at 15. You know, that's why I feel like that's why I just like this is it's nuts to me, and it's dope because it's like damn, like I wish I had that like strength to be like not succumb to peer pressure type shit like that.
Yeah, I mean you can succumb to peer pressure, but like it's more of like, oh, you know, you spend your formative years doing like X, Y, or Z, and most times in Fresno it was like an action sport, skateboarding, BMX, rollerblading was huge at the time. Damn. Academia, which who fucking cares about school? I don't. I hate school. And then the last one is drugs. So it's like you pick one of these three because there's nothing to do in this like hot desert piece of shit town. I caught on to action sports early with like the BMX thing, so I was like, I don't have fucking money to do any of this other stupid shit. Like I have to spend my money on my bike.
But I mean, even if it's like split like that, I feel like drugs and alcohol is an umbrella over anything.
Yeah,
you know, like
true.
Everyone's life. Yeah. You know, like there's BMX dudes that, you know, crash and burn, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Like I'm sure you're around I'm sure are there a lot of straight edge BMXers? Like is that like a fucked up stereotype to be like, yo, like
there's not a lot of them, but the ones that are very I'm straight edge, you know? Like they wouldn't do my job where I have to do and deal with the shit that I have to do, like when we're at the office. What you're doing currently,
yeah,
smoking
my
weed.
bad. Look, I'm such a shitty friend.
I don't care about it.
I asked him, by the way, before.
Low-key a diss, but I'm super mad right now. He's
trying to hit the blunt.
He said, I'm going to smoke this weed and you're going to fucking deal with it. Shit.
I've smoked blunts in front of him for like the past 2 years straight.
Now he's like, do you mind if I smoke this weed?
It's like,
you don't mind.
I smoked weed in front of him at his house.
I was going to say, he smoked weed on my porch. And now you're in your house and you're like, you don't mind if I smoke, do you?
I think it's just about like an on-camera thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could see some people having a problem with it.
But I'm just saying, so like, what's you never been close to like taking a sip of alcohol or like hitting the blunt one time? Like, I'm sure there was.
No, I've never been tempted. Never. Not anything. I think, you know what? I will tell this one story because it's when I was like 14, before I like knew what straight edge was, before I was straight edge. It's like, remember fucking Salvia or Salvia, however you say it?
Yeah.
Yo, there was these two kids I hung out with, Joel and Lacey, and they were getting dusted on Salvia, but their reaction was like so sick to it. I was like, yo, I think I want to smoke this.
What the fuck?
And then it like maybe 10 minutes goes by of them like tripping out, and they're like, yeah, it's like a 4-minute high and it's super sick and you can like buy it at the smoke shop. It's not illegal. It's not like weed. And I was like, yo, I'm about to fucking hit the Salvia and trip out. It's gonna be sick. How old were you? 14.
Holy shit.
This is like and I truly, there was the last time that I succumbed to like the temptation of peer pressure.
Did you hit it?
No, I didn't. And I almost that night, like regretfully so, was like, man, I should have done it. Everyone's going to think I'm a fucking square.
Well, yeah, that's like the main fucking motivation for people to just like succumbing to peer pressure.
You want to be cool. You want to seem cool to everybody else.
Or like, even if you don't even want to be cool, it's just the natural curiosity of a kid.
Yeah.
Of just like...
I was a weird fucking kid, though. Like, I was super weird. So, years before that, before even wanting to try Salvia, or however you say it, I was like a strange kid when like my 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So there was like, I always knew I wasn't going to be cool because of the stuff that I was into. Like, I always knew it was a rap for me. I was never going to be cool.
What the fuck were you into?
Yo, the weirdest shit. I would fucking hide in a laundry hamper and put clothes on top of myself. And my dad, who smoked weed my whole life, I would hide in the hamper in the living room, clothes on top of myself with a little boom box with a record function, and I would record what the fuck they were talking about the whole time, like 15, 20 minutes sometimes before they would go back out, like smoke a cigarette, whatever.
Holy shit.
They would walk out. I would fucking tip myself over in the laundry basket, climb out, go into my room, rewind the tape, and immediately re-listen to what I had just heard them talk about. Like, I'm gonna find something, you know, like,
holy shit,
maybe on some like voyeur type shit, but I just like wanted to.
Bro, you were snitching.
Yo, I was the fucking feds. It sucked at such a young age.
He carried the wire.
Yo, I was that guy. Wow, man, that is very unfortunate.
No, but honestly though, like, being real, like, I could see it. It's like that sounds kind of like you shouldn't even have been listening to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like exposing yourself to that, and then like you didn't know what you're doing, so it's just like it sounds it just sounds fucked up, you know, like.
I thought it was sick.
Well, yeah, but I mean, were you hearing shit you didn't want to hear?
No, not necessarily. It was just like regular old. I mean, because I think back, my dad had me when he was 23, 24. So at that time, he's my age now. And I think about the shit that I say currently, if it got recorded, it would make no fucking sense. You know, so that's just like what I was listening to.
But I'm saying, to interpret that as like a 15-year-old, like, I was
like 8. So
you were 8?
I was like 7 or 8 when I was doing that, like second grade, third grade. So I was like real young, and I knew I was weird. So I knew I was like never going to be cool. And I was like really good at math all the time. And like, you know, if you're good at something in school, it doesn't equate you being cool. So I was like very convinced of that.
All right, but how did you develop people skills?
I barely just did last year when I met you.
No, fuck you, man. Shut the fuck up.
My people skills developed in middle school because I went to a Gate Middle School. That was 5th grade, 6th grade.
Like for all the like advanced kids?
Yo, the smart kids. I fucking did good 2 years of elementary school, and they're like, yo, you have to bus an hour every day to this middle school in the middle of Fresno, Baird Middle School.
Did you love it or hate it?
Yo, it was sick. I guess I should hate it. I hated it for the first half a year, and then every year after that I was really sick because I discovered agriculture. Like I was a farmer. I wanted to be a farmer.
Wait, what's the club?
FFA, baby.
FFA.
You're looking at an FFA member.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, the kids at FFA at my school, they were selling fucking chickens for like 4 bands, 5 bands.
It's crazy.
Selling cows for like 12. Like,
it was a very interesting group.
Oh my god, you were part of FFA.
Yeah, I went to this middle school, and they're like, we have these 3 specific routes that we give these the smart kids. One is farming, sick. One is like athletics, like they would prep you for high school athletics. Like we went on ski trips, like all this crazy shit because they had city funding. And the other one was ag, sports, and chemistry. It's like crazy, like they wanted to like make
science.
Chemists, yeah. Which I mean, in Fresno, you're a chemist, you're fucking cooking meth. Let's be real.
Oh man, that's a plot line. Like, yo, a crankster dad, smarts chemist kid. They start whipping the kitchen up.
It's me. I could have cooked.
It's me.
I could have cooked meth with my dad for sure. No, but I had this cool teacher. His name was Mr. Sanchez, and I think I would have dropped out in like maybe my freshman year had it not been for this dude. He was really fucking sick.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, yo, like if you want to do grunt work, you can take my class, because it was in 5th grade. You getting a choice for school was a little crazy, like an elective almost. But you could pick. I took German for 3 years. Don't know a single fucking lick.
See, that's the crazy thing. It's like, bro, you were in the 5th grade having to deal with this shit. Like what you're describing is what I had to go through when I was introduced to high school. Like freshman year, they were called academies though.
Okay.
And it was like you had an Equitas Academy. That's what I was a part of.
What's that?
It was like law and debate. I wanted to be a part of the debate team so bad.
Damn,
as you could tell, that's why I argue with Yuri all day.
Bingo. Out for blood.
But they had like the farm one too.
Shit was tight.
FFA. Yeah. And then they had like some schools had like a firefighter program.
Damn.
Yeah. And then
yeah, we didn't have none of that cool shit.
But I mean, it just seems like you were exposed. It's like in a weird way, you just were exposed to the world so early. Yo,
I'll be dead ass. Like 4th grade, I went to this elementary school that was like in the hood, like one of the worst parts of Fresno. It was the shittiest, and I like had a good teacher, and it became that thing where I was living with my dad. Like my mom and my dad separated. I was living with my dad, and like he worked a shitload, but he was like also a drinker. So I was like, yo, I want to fucking go to school because school is sick. Everyone's tight, and I would stay at like after school program. I would stay at school as long as I could
because you just didn't want to go back home.
Not even necessarily didn't want to go home. It's just like, yo, once I get home, I have to like deal with this shit. Like
you gotta grow up quick.
Exactly. Yeah, I had a younger brother. He was like not even in school yet. It was a whole mess.
Damn. So how'd you get into BMX?
Fucking.
And how old were you?
Yo, you want to hear the real ass story about how I got into BMX?
Of course, I want to hear the real ass story.
It involves me counterfeiting money. What? Okay, yeah.
Is there a statute of limitations to this?
Come find me.
Ooh.
There probably is some type of.
This
legality.
is all allegedly.
This is all allegedly. This is also the first time I've ever told this story.
Entertainment purposes only.
This is for entertainment purposes only. Yeah. So I was at the Gate School in 7th grade. the X Games. There was like the first X Games, and
I love the X Games.
It was either the first one or the second one. Yo, BMX was like super popping. It was like on the Slurpee cup at 7-Eleven. It was like one of those things where like the more you think about something, like I want to get a fucking yellow whatever car. I want to get a yellow Ferrari. And then you start seeing yellow Ferraris. It's like that thing you manifest, you know?
Yeah.
I started seeing BMX everywhere. Slurpee cups, in commercials, Walmart ads, in Walmart, on t-shirts. I was like, yo, I need to get one of these BMX bikes. Of course, my dad was like, oh,
They're expensive as
BMX bike, you're going to get it fucking stolen. We live in Fresno. You're getting a mountain bike. I was like, sick. So I got a purple Jeep brand mountain bike.
A Jeep?
Shit was whack. Yeah, so like with shocks, all this dumb shit. I was like, yo, this thing sucks. I want to do bar spins and shit. I got these dumb bars and all these brakes and gears. So there was a bike shop down the street from my house called DT Bicycles, and it was like the BMX shop in Fresno. I got $100 for either my 12th birthday or my 11th birthday. And I was like, they had layaway. You can do layaway for 120 days. I'm like, yo, Dad, take me to the DT. I'm fucking putting a bike on layaway. It was like $2.99 at the time. So I had a third of the money. I got $100 for my birthday. So he takes me down there. I was like,
I'm about to start trapping, Dad.
Yo, I'm about to start selling dope. It was.
Yeah, let's make math.
Yeah.
Let me get this fucking bike.
Please, I could take chemistry in middle school. I can learn.
I'm in this program.
Yeah, I'll be
Dad.
the brains. You be the brawn. Come on. Please. I want this BMX bike so fucking bad. No, but I went and put this Haro on layaway with $100. It was so fire.
Haro, that was your first bike?
Yo, shit was high. It was a Dave Mirra 540 Air. Whew, boy, it was nice. Thinking back on it, it was a fucking huge piece of shit because it was like the beginning of the early 90s and complete bikes, but whatever. Put it on layaway, and then it was nearing the end of the layaway program, and I hadn't made any payments on it. So I'm like, fuck. And I didn't realize that you don't get your $100 back. Like, they keep it. It's like, oh, let's get the $100 back, and then I'll go back a $200 back when I get another $100. My dad's like, yo, newsflash, dipshit. Like, you don't get that money back. I'm like, fuck. So this kid, Dustin, that I went to school with, he was like, one day on the bus, because I took a bus to middle school. I'm on the bus. He's like, yo, check out this money I printed. I was like, you did what?
What?
He had, like, his dad did some shit at a print shop. Who knows what his dad was doing if this kid in middle school in 7th grade had access to this. I'm like, yo, how many of these can you get me? And he gave me $260 in counterfeit 20s. And I went straight to fucking DT Bike Shop with the old guy that worked there. Must have been 65 fucking years old. The dad of the place. It was a furniture store and a bike shop. The furniture store guy was there. I was like, hey, I'm here to pay off my layaway. He took the money, no problem, and I rode that bike straight the fuck out of the building.
Changed your life.
Changed my whole shit. I'm still riding bikes to this day. 20 years later. Thanks for the counterfeit money, Dustin. Last name unknown.
And thanks. We don't know his last name.
Yeah, thanks DT Bicycles for my first green Mirra 540.
Honestly, bro, that's just some manifestation shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I wanted it and I got it. I even got I had extra money left over, bought a sick full face helmet that I didn't need. I was like, oh shit, I got 45 extra bucks. Bet. Give me that sick ass white full face helmet.
Bro, you thought about that shit and then you just made it happen, man. Destiny. Now look, we're friends.
Yeah, for me buying that BMX bike, boom. I know, Trev. I clicked on the table. Disgusting.
Oh shit, dude. My first bike was a free agent.
Damn. I just had a discussion yesterday about how the fuck is free agent still a company.
Man, I love that free agent. I used to do wheelies on it.
Blocks.
Then I graduated to an Integral.
You had an Integral?
Yeah.
What, a Bel Air?
A Bel Air.
Yo, those were sick.
Dude, I bought it for like $300 and it had all the primo rims and
everything.
cranks and wheel set.
Damn, okay.
Dude, I was Craigslist hustling all day.
You've told me about your Craigslist endeavors. I've done the same thing, but on a much smaller scale.
And then I basically like the Integral and the Integral frame, seat, bars, grips, whack as fuck. But the crank set, the wheel set, tires,
real primo stuff.
Yeah, real primo shit. So I was like, man, this is a come up. Took that. I put it on a Sunday.
Later.
Three wave gray frame.
Oh, with the churro thing on the bottom. Sick. The sound wave.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's a come up.
Man, I was lit, bro. I loved BMX for a little bit. I broke my arm, so I couldn't skateboard, and I just met some homies that have BMX, and then we could just ride around. You just cover so much distance.
Yeah, even people who skate now will have like either a BMX bike or like a cruiser
I
to
love
get
that
spot
shit.
to spot. Yeah, skating seems so tiring.
So you get this BMX bike, and then what? You're just like, fuck, I'm about to just ride in the front yard? Or because I remember those days when I was first skating, I was in the garage annoying the shit out of my mom. It was hella loud, like just trying to learn flat ground. Like, and then
You're
just
skating in the garage?
in the garage, yeah, like just this little.
Was that loud as hell?
So loud. And then I was like, see how there's like a crack in this one?
Oh, no.
Like I was just skate, like that was my obstacle. Like I would just skate the crack all night or like all day or when it's raining or.
I know people who've learned BMX tricks like that because their mom wouldn't let them go to the skate park. They would learn on the
Well, the
line
thing
on
is,
the
so like it was like my world slowly started expanding.
Mm.
Like, was your world already big when you
Very small
when you started BMXing? Like,
no, it was my
like, how do you find other BMXers and shit?
fuck. I met one. I had the BMX bike. I thought it was so sick. I met one other BMXer who had the same exact bike as me because I had to take the bus to school. So I'd ride to this elementary school that was like maybe 3 streetlights away from my house and lock it up at the bike rack. I go one day, I'm like, holy shit, it's the same exact bike. I'm going to wait here for this guy to see who's riding this bike.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Andreas. I'm still friends with him to this day. He's my first friend probably ever. Damn. He had the same exact bike, and I was like, yo, you have this bike, I have this bike, we're friends now. And he's like, okay, sick. And we were just like homies.
Were there skate parks you could ride and shit? Or what?
There was one. It was a skate church. I don't know if many people out there were fucking
man.
the skate church. We have to go to
the skate churches are scary, man. They'll try to really get you.
Like a cult.
Come sesh this hip and worship.
Yo, you have
First
to go
you gotta worship though. Worship before you could skate this hip.
So the one I went to was pretty sick because it was like
sketchy,
it was
bro.
super sketchy.
Fuck
Like,
that shit.
Dude, they would bus people in from another church that was like their sister church. Like, yeah, bring the BMX bike or the skateboard or the rollerblades on the bus, and we'll bus you in to go skate. But you have to, it was, oh, fuck, what's it called? The Truth Tabernacle, I think is what it was called.
The Truth Tabernacle?
Yeah, that was and they would like try and lure you, like, you want to come to the skate church? Here's a Wiener Schnitzel chili dog, like to get you on the bus.
Oh,
dude.
man, that's some weird
super
shit.
sketchy. And then, you have to do the Bible study. Thankfully, I lived close enough to the skate church that I would go for the 2 hours before the Bible study, and then I would bone out.
Or just like sesh that shit. Sometimes they'd basically all the church setups were just like ramps they'd pull out in the parking lot.
That's all it was. Yeah, they were locked him on the side.
Yeah,
They'd pull him out of
like,
the parking lot, sweep the parking lot. Here's this wooden quarter. But that shit was tight. At the time, I thought I was definitely.
So did BMX kind of change your whole identity? Like, were you a BMXer after that shit?
Yeah, I would say like maybe a year in, once I learned like how to like hit my peg on a curb going off and like do a little manual or something, I was like, yeah, I ride BMX now. This is sick. Bought the Fox jersey, you know what I'm saying? Got the gloves.
Damn.
Stupid shit like that.
Oh, we shredding the gnar?
Yo, I was in it.
Really
I was
it?
very high. It was the first time I remember like liking something because I liked it and not because it was like introduced to me either through my parents or like an adult figure.
You felt like you had your own identity.
Yeah, and I was like, I would go to the Vons and buy the BMX magazine by myself.
Wow,
like,
that's sick.
it was pretty sick to like find. I don't want to say find your identity, but it absolutely was. I was like, yo, this is me.
Yeah.
This
it's
is
like,
who I am.
I was like, I had an older brother.
Okay.
So it's like, a part of my identity is his identity.
See,
you know?
I'm like a little jealous of that because I have an older brother, but that motherfucker's been in prison forever.
Yeah, and you've told me.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
none of that happened for me, unfortunately.
I mean, it was a part of your, plan, I guess. Like, it's fucked up to say, but I mean,
if I had went his route, I would have a huge dog paw tattooed on my face also.
Bro, you would have probably shanked me like the second day.
I probably would be in prison and not working at where I work now. Let's be real about it. Fuck. Unfortunately.
Man, bro. And if it all goes back to counterfeit 20s.
Thanks, Dustin. You're a real one. Thanks for those counterfeit 20s.
If you ain't faking it, you ain't making it, man. Fake it till you make it.
Same kid, Dustin, got ripped off on the bus for $300 for a PS2 by somebody.
Ooh, another one.
Yeah,
another one.
It's actually not that bad. It's not kind of calming.
Well, I live right by Burbank. It's clutch.
Damn, you just doxed yourself. You just gave away your address essentially.
What'd you say? Come find me. Come find me.
Come find me. Yeah. What did you get from your older brother? Like what personality traits do you still have?
I mean, he kind of introduced hip hop to me.
Fuck, that's huge.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I have nothing like that.
And the thing is, like my older brother, like he doesn't love hip hop like I do. But I just remember him playing.
Do you feel like he passed
shit.
the baton to you, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm fucking running with this," and he got left in the dust?
Nah, because he's always been cool. He's always been smart, ahead of shit before. Like, he's my older brother, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like I just looked up to him. I just took it to a point where it got popular for people to like really listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
So he was into it before.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it wasn't his whole identity. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty much my identity.
How much older is he?
5 years.
Okay, so he's a little bit younger than me.
Yeah, so he's 5 years older than me. He's my older brother, and yeah, he would be playing like the thong song.
Fuck. Okay.
You know?
Pause. At the skate church, I cried real fucking tears because I wanted my hair to be dyed like Sisqo when the thong song video came out, the silver.
He was walking on bitches, bro.
Yo, he was fucking stunned.
Walking
and I was
on bitches.
So envious of his silver hair. I was like, yo, I gotta get my hair dyed like Sisqo. And this kid, Nick Bean, his brother Matt, was getting his hair dyed. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna have hair like Sisqo. I was like, yo, I need to get on that fucking wave. What do you need to do? He's like, yeah, the stuff's like fucking $14. I was like, say less. I'm gonna go ask my dad.
I got these fake dubs. I'm about to really cash out.
Those were long gone.
You didn't re-up?
Nah, dude. I
would have re-up. I would have been like, oh shit, we're gonna run this, man.
I got away with it one time, and I was not trying to push my luck, but he said it was $14. I go to ask my dad for $14. He's, for what? I was like, I want to dye my hair silver like Sisqo. He's like, are you fucking dumb? I'm not giving you $14 to dye your hair silver.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. I fucking cried, dude. Like, slammed my door shut. Cried on my bed because I wanted my hair silver like Sisqo so bad. I was like, everyone at school is going to think I'm fucking so sick.
Bro.
That's one of the things, you know, shout out to my pops for not letting me do that because I really feel like if there's a picture that existed of me with silver hair, I'd be so bummed.
Dude.
Yeah, shout out Sisqo.
I used to get upset with my parents and then like go underneath my bed and take a nap.
You were a sneaky sleeper?
Bro, I was a sneaky sleeper, man.
Fuck you, I'm going to take a nap.
I had a bunk bed too. That's the craziest thing.
Oh, shit. That's sick.
I would like sleep underneath both beds.
You had two beds?
Yeah, I had like a bottom bed and a top bunk, you know?
Yo, I had no bed from like age 9 to 18.
All right.
And you had two beds? I'm from Fresno, dude. They don't give beds to just everybody.
Privileged, man. I was privileged.
What was that fucking silver spoon?
Yuri was right, man. Fuck y'all. I grew up like AD, man.
I can't believe you had two beds. That's sick.
Man, and you know what the coolest thing was?
Hit me.
I had Buzz Lightyear sheets. And
I had Buzz Lightyear sheets too.
You flipped them over and they were Woody sheets.
Fuck, that's hot. That's hot. Damn. Can you imagine if you still had those to this day?
Oh, man, bro.
Game over.
I think I had my first wet dream in those, I think.
All right. Well, it's been fucking super fun doing your podcast. Thanks for listening, everybody. Jesus
No, we
Christ.
haven't got to the good part. All right, let's get to the clout chasing part.
Okay, yeah.
So BMX. Well, I just wanted to give a good background on how BMX played a part in your life.
BMX is why I know Adam.
And that's what I wanted to get to.
Oh, hit me.
I heard you had your own BMX shop.
I had a very small bike shop in Fresno right before I moved to LA called Skid and Destroy, which is like when the fixie thing was huge. It did super well.
I had a fixie. You used to ride fixie?
I still have a fixie, yeah.
Oh, man. I had a liter 753 with the wide tube, the wide bottom tube. I think that
735.
was 735, whatever.
With the arrow seat post.
Dude,
yeah.
Oh, man. I had
that was like the bike to have. You didn't have, if you had a 735 or like a, what is it, Cinelli, however you say it, you're hot shit. Did you have the teal one?
No, I had a Blackwood.
Okay.
But it had like these like super like elegant like sticker design on it, like
from
like
Leader or
like wallpaper type shit.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't think it was from Leader.
Damn.
But bro, Craigslist hustling.
There
again.
you go. Craigslist strikes again.
I drove my 84. I had an 84 Mazda. Drove it all the way to Stockton. Prayed it made it
to Stockton for a fixed gear.
And traded my BMX bike for it.
Okay, you know what? From Sacramento to Stockton does sound very far, but I drove from Fresno to San Francisco to buy a frame one time. I made my ex-girlfriend drive me. I was like, yo, you gotta drive me to San Francisco to get this frame. I can't find it anywhere.
Weren't those the best days on Craigslist when you could really just be like, damn, oh, I need this fucking part.
It was a volume cutter. Do you remember those?
Yeah,
it was
of course I remember
Yo,
those.
it was a cutter V3 with like the cutout in the front.
Yes,
I was like,
and the bottom tube had the little cutout, right?
Yeah, and
it was supposed to be super light.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I need this shit. And yeah, she drove me to Vallejo. Showed me to Vallejo to buy this frame. Yeah. Shout out to that ex-girlfriend. You a real one.
Damn, you ever got jacked for your bike?
That
was my biggest fear of like someone trying to jack my bike.
I've had a few bikes stolen. 100% my fault. It's never been like I've never had one like taken from me where I can see it. Like I've left it in the car.
Like you've never been robbed for one, but someone has stolen one.
Yeah, I've had bikes stolen. Like I've left one in the car and the car got broken into. Or when there was one time I was shooting a photo and like, hey, everybody watch my bike while I shoot this photo and come back and no one paid attention and it's gone. Shit like that, you know, like fuck.
You gotta walk home. Like, what do you do after that?
Yeah, I was like, we were like, I think we drove to the spot, but I was like, where's my bike? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, I told you to watch my bike. It's right there. I was gonna go shoot this photo.
Another one.
Gone. I think it was like 2 days old. Also, damn. Like I had just built it, and then first sesh, it's gone. It's like fuck. That one hurt the most for sure. I had my garage broken into about 1.5 years ago, and they made off with a pretty good amount of stuff. It sucked. Like 5 bikes, because I just have a shitload of bikes. They made off with like 5 of them.
Something about just people touching your shit, get stolen.
Yeah,
breaking it. It's just like it's just an invasion of privacy that just makes you just get goosebumps. Like you just want to.
Yeah, it's and everybody can relate to it.
Yeah,
literally everybody's had something stolen, and if you haven't had anything stolen, it's gonna happen soon. What do you guys say at the office? It's bipping season.
Oh, bro. My Honda, my EM1 got bipped.
Fuck.
Dude.
They got the window?
Huh?
Did they get the window? They broke the window out?
All right, man.
Hit me.
I had to drive to SF for extra credit for an art class in college. So I'm in SF. I'm doing this fucking tour. Whatever. We finish. I'm leaving SF. It's like 11 o'clock. 2-hour drive. It's like 1 o'clock at night. Like.
Fuck.
I pull up. I got finals. It's like finals the next day. Like I gotta wake up at like 6 or 7 to go to campus early to study for my first class. You know. Okay. So I'm like, fuck it, man. I get back. I'll take the steering wheel. I got the Nardi quick release. I'm like, I'll take that shit. I'll go inside. No one's gonna touch my shit. Fully built. Like, I mean, the engine was stock, but it was like it was on coils, rims, whole interior. Shift knob, extender, like little GSR leather seats, touchscreen deck. Bro, I woke up. I was so pissed, bro. It was a rainy ass night. I'm riding slammed in the Bay Area. Just stressed out the whole night, just stressed out. Park that shit. I wake up in the morning early to have to study. Get this.
You're not just waking up to wake up. Yeah,
I'm not waking up to wake up. It's fucking finals. Like I'm like damn near about to pop this Adderall. Like it's gonna be like I'm ready to stay up for the next 3 days type shit, bro.
Yeah.
I walk out, bro. Where the fuck is the fucking glass? I had that shit tinted.
Fuck.
They bipped it, but it didn't shatter. It just like fell into like one.
Because the tint was on it.
Yeah.
That's happened to me also.
Bro, took my shit. They took my shift knob. I had an extender release. They took my deck. They took like the whole fucking thing of the EM1, like the SI, popped the hood on me, took my alternator, took my battery.
They were out there for 2 hours with tools, like, dude, Jesus Christ.
They popped the trunk. They took my two 10s I had in there. They took my skateboard. They took my tripod. Like, they were just grimy. It's like, bro, like, you guys really just had time, just like
that sucks.
And that was like the one and only time I felt like that betrayal of just like, damn, like someone's really touched my shit.
Yo, like
it's a fucked up feeling.
Say I got my window broken out 3 weeks before we moved to Melrose for the Awesome Shit store. It was like last 3 weeks in downtown. Just got to make it through these last 3 weeks. We're gonna be on Melrose. We're gonna be fucking chilling. I go to my car, get my car, pull back around to get like the mail order stuff to trash bag of packages to ship. Park my car in downtown LA. Is a shitty little bar called King Eddie. So I park in front of the King Eddie, hop out with my hazards on, go inside, grab the bag, grab my fucking backpack. Yeah, oh no, my backpack's already in the car. Grab the bag of mail order shit and like a few other things. Go out, fucking whole back window gone. Camera bag, light stand, and I was like on my way to go to Fresno to see my dad right after. Camera bag gone, light stand gone, bike gone, my fucking duffel bag full of clothes.
That's a different type of hurt.
I was like, yo, I was in the store for like 2 fucking. Everyone always says I looked away for 2 minutes.
That's all it takes.
I was literally inside for 2 minutes, and as I got out of the car, the security guard for King Eddie is standing there. I would always use the ATM there. I would give him stickers and fucking weed leaf print t-shirts and shit. I was like, yo, can you watch my car for a minute? Yeah, I got you, Playboy. Okay, sick. Go in, grab this shit, come back out. Windows gone, all my stuff's gone. I'm like, yo, where the fuck? Like, what happened? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, my fucking shit's broken. All my stuff's gone. Oh, no, that must have happened when you were parked. I was like, no, I just walked and put all this stuff in the car and then drove it over here. Oh, yeah, that ain't really my bad. That ain't really my fault. You gotta watch your own shit. I was like, oh, word, okay. I was pretty bummed. I thankfully had camera insurance on all of my stuff, aside from my clothes. But I felt very violated that my backpack that I had had for so long was gone.
This is super violating.
Yeah.
So when did you move to LA?
I moved to LA October 28th, 2014.
How long did it take you to start babysitting Riff Raff's dog?
I can't talk about that.
Oh, shit. My fault. See, he's like the Dos Equis guy. I told you he's the Mexican. My fault. I called you white in the beginning. Damn.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's okay. I'm a milkweed. It's all good.
My bad.
Half white, half Mexican. I'm just very, very light skinned because my mom's redheaded. Yeah, I moved to LA on a whim. I got a same ex-girlfriend who drove me to get that bike frame. This is not much longer after that happened. I'm laying in her bed. I get the call from two of my best friends, Jordan and Ben, who I still talk to this day. They go, hey, how would you like to move to LA and live on our couch? I was like, fucking say less. Tell me when to pull up. They're like, whenever. We'll charge you $200 to sleep in the living room. You could stay for as long as you need. We really feel like you have potential to make it, because it was a house, like an infamous house to people in Fresno, because it's actually right on the street from here. So like I moved to LA and lived fucking 3 blocks away from here.
Are you
coincidentally? Serious? Yeah, it's like right by Little Caesars.
Dox me.
Right down the street. I'm gonna dox it. 425. No, it was right down the street from here by the 134. They're like, yeah, just come stay in our living room for $200 a month. It's the fucking cheapest rent you'll ever have in your life. Yada yada. We feel like you could add a little excitement to our lives. Like we feel like you can make it here, you know? So I'm on speakerphone with them, and the girl I'm dating at the time immediately is like fucking dips out of the room crying, because like I just moved in with her, and I was like, we had just closed a bike shop. I had just fucking stopped working at this job. I was like, I don't have any direction, you know? And then like, I think maybe just preemptively they had maybe they saw something, or like they were offering before they knew I wanted to move, because I did want to leave. It was either the Bay Area or LA.
Damn, bro. You would have been a bipper.
Yeah, I was like ready to have that fucking LRG hoodie and the black Air Forces. Like I was shopping online for them as that call came in.
Fuck,
no,
man.
yeah, they gave me like the golden opportunity to change my life. I fucking strapped my mattress to the top of my XB like the next night.
What the fuck?
Packed up as much stuff as I could fit in my car.
Wait, what's an XB? A Scion?
A Scion, dude. Yeah.
My boy had the Scion.
I had a 2009 Scion XB. My dad still drives it. Shit has 200,000 miles on it. I bought it with like 42.
Bro, the Scion XB was coming. That's Toyota right there.
It's a VVTi, boy. 2.4. You know what I'm saying? That shit goes. Dude, my dad drives it every fucking day still, and it runs great. He just texted me that he got the splash guard replaced 2 days ago.
Man, shut up, Pops.
He's a real one. But
so
yeah.
Then you drive the XB down to LA. And
strap my queen size mattress to the top of the XB. Loaded it with clothes, my bike, anything else I could fit, and then told old girl like, "Yo, I'm out. Yeah, I'm leaving."
Holy shit.
I drove to LA in the middle of the night because I knew I had the mattress on top. I couldn't go that fast. So I left at 1 a.m. No, I left at midnight, and it took me like 5 hours to get to North Hollywood with the mattress on top, making is like while I'm driving. You know, I was like, "Fuck, this thing's gonna fly off." I just paid like $300 for this mattress 4 months ago. I can't lose it. Woke up Jordan at 5 a.m. like, "Yo, come help me move my mattress upstairs," and then boom, I lived in LA. funny story about
What
okay.
the fuck?
This is almost like my. I got to LA. First fucking night, I got a parking ticket because I parked in the wrong place. I'm like, fuck. My friend's, my roommate Jordan, his brother was in town. Mm-hmm. He's like, yo, are you sure you could park there? I was like, bruh, who lives here? Me or you? Ticket, bam. That was my first ticket. 3 days later, another ticket, another ticket, another ticket, another ticket. So like after 2 weeks, I was like, yo, I had like $300 to my name, and now I owe $325 in parking tickets. Like, I'm fucked.
What the hell?
I didn't know what to do. I was like, text Jordan and Ben, like, hey, you guys want to grab food tonight? I need to talk to you guys. I'm like, I need to tell you that I can't make it here. I'm out of money. Whatever. They're like, oh yeah, let's go get Del Taco. So we go to Del Taco, and they're like, oh, what's up? I was like, yeah, I'm out of money. I got all these fucking parking tickets. I can't afford anything. I don't have a fucking job yet. I'm moving back to Fresno. They're like, don't move back to Fresno. We could figure it out. You don't have to pay rent for like this month, so you could pay your parking tickets or this or that. And they like really, really, really wanted me to stay. So like, you can make it out here. You can make it.
Wow.
It's like, fuck, man, I don't know. I have all these parking tickets. I just want to leave. Fuck? And that was like that was a transitional point, because after that, I was like, I just got to hustle. I just got to like make it work, you know? Mm-hmm. And I did. I mean, I've been here for 8 years, so.
Wow, the homies believe in you that much?
Yo, they are literally, if one of them needed a kidney and if I can give them one, I would give them both of my kidneys and die.
What the fuck?
They're the sickest. Ben Marazi and Jordan I've known Jordan since I was 12 years old. He's like fucking 40 years old now. I've known him since I was a little kid.
That's fire, because it's like not a lot of people can even just tell you that, you know? At that time, it's just like, you know, it's just like, all right, bro. Usually it's just like, if you sink or swim.
Yo, I think I was a bad friend until I met them, because now I'm down. I drove an hour to a tattoo shop to sit with you before you got a tattoo, and then left.
Yeah, and then I dipped. My fault.
He left. He's like, oh, the tattoo's done. I'm out of here later.
I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
Thanks for pulling up.
In my eyes, I always have like a, don't be a fucking lingerer. You know what I'm saying?
Lingerer.
Yeah, so just like,
that's fair.
Because I never want to be that guy where it's just like, yo, like, all right, who's bro, you know, like.
Yeah.
So that's my mindset going into things. So I'm just like, all right, man.
I feel you.
Appreciate you.
That's fair.
I'm here for my, you know what I'm saying? Like, thank you.
Thanks. I'm out of here. No,
I'm getting another tat though soon.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I got a date booked.
I'll probably pull up for that one too.
I got a date booked.
Yeah, dude, those guys made me like a better friend and person to everybody, because I've never, literally my whole life, I've never had anybody have faith in me like that. I was like, yo, I won't say that they were successful, but they were way more fucking successful than me. Like if you ask them, one worked at a carpet cleaning place and a simulator place making car simulators, and the other worked for, Ben. His name is Ben. He was working for Snoop Dogg at the time. So I was like, this motherfucker is Hollywood.
Damn.
He's like Far East Movement and all these people. He's like fucking tour man.
Didn't you go on a tour? Because look, the Dos Equis, man, right here.
It's going to be something else I can't talk about, probably.
Oh, fuck. I was like, didn't you go on tour with like Chainsmokers or some shit?
No.
My fault.
We're fucking Chainsmokers.
Far East Movement.
Far East Movement are the boys. Yeah, they're
my fault.
No, Ben was Far East Movement's like day to day.
Chainsmokers are tight, bro. I'm just saying, man. I fuck with the Chainsmokers.
Dude, when I got here, I would literally do any fucking job that came my way. Like I worked for this app company called Star Maker, which Ben, the girl he was whatever at the time, was like, hey, we can pay you $500 to edit this video to this fucking song with all these people using footage from their cell phones singing the song. All right, cool. I didn't have any fucking money at the time. Mm-hmm. No money. It's like, yeah, of course I'm going to take this $500 job and edit it on my MacBook in the living room. I did a terrible job. I used the fucking wrong editing software. So when they're like, hey, can you just send us this timeline so we can like...
Oh, that's the worst. When they hit you, hey, you got the project file?
They're like,
can you get the project file?
They're literally like, yo, can you send us the Adobe project file for this? Because we need to, there's a couple of things out of sync. I was like, yo, I use Final Cut 10. They're like, we specifically said Adobe Premiere. It's like, I don't even have that. I use Final Cut, a cracked version. So that was my short-lived short-lived career editing videos for an app company. But I would take any job that I worked for a fucking lingerie company on Melrose, for like fixed gear companies.
So how do you link up with Adam? Like how do you get introduced to Adam?
The fucking link with Adam is like the most random thing, and it's like because of BMX. I mean, you know, if people don't know him from if people know him from No Jumper, they might not know him from the Come Up. Huge BMX media site, which was like, I took a pretty long hiatus from BMX when I was working for fixed gear companies. So when I came back and got another BMX bike, well, I shouldn't say got another BMX bike, when I started riding my BMX bike a lot more, I fucking filmed this clip at Sheldon Skate Park of me eating shit, like fucking getting smoked, like broke a rib, smashed my face in the ground. Adam thought it was hilarious. Whatever, I'm a big guy, I can do tricks on a bike, whatever. He reposts it like, yo, this motherfucker, follow Phill. And I go from like 480 followers to like 4,000.
What the hell?
I'm popping off. And I never met Adam at this point.
And you were already PhilBrahh at the time?
I've had that. That's been my Instagram handle. And it was like my MySpace thing at the end of MySpace. Facebook's obviously your name, whatever. And it's always supposed to be like the brat of a dirt bike, because fucking I'm a bro.
PhilBrahh.
Yeah, Braaap. It's like,
PhilBrahh.
Yeah, that's why there's two H's.
I thought it was PhilBrahh.
No, it's supposed to be fucking Braaap. It should have been PP, BRAPP, of Brett, but
damn, I've been saying it wrong the whole time.
Nah, I say bra too. It's all good. So that happens, and everybody who's had anything go up online knows that fucking high that you get from like a little bit of popularity on the internet. I was like, yo, this is fucking kind of tight. Like, this is cool. I knew this dude in Long Beach who was like one of my first BMX friends in Los Angeles, Caleb Quambeck, who rode for OSS. So he, you know, brought me around this, that. And I knew everybody kind of, like, very fucking loosely. I wouldn't call them my friends. It's just like, you know, they ride, I ride. There's like that camaraderie. See him at the skate park. Hey, what's up? Whatever. Well, do you want me to like talk about everything?
Yeah, fuck
okay,
yeah.
So like my mom,
every detail.
So I'm working at this storage company. It's gonna get sad.
Oh, it's gonna get sad.
Oh, okay, for like 1 minute. Okay.
Oh fuck. All right, come on, prepare.
I'm working at the storage. I'm not gonna get sad, but you know,
I'm ready to cry, man.
I'm always ready to cry.
I've cried in front of Phill before.
That's untrue. What the fuck? No, you haven't. I would remember that. I would still make fun of you for it. If it was on some weird shit like, I fucking lost that dice. I can't pay my rent. Yo, you need to get your G up.
Yeah, nah, that's cap. I never cried in front of Phill.
Yeah, Trev's actually never cried in his life. He told me his tear ducts don't work.
No, that's cap. I be crying.
No, that's cap. I do be crying though.
I do be crying. I be crying in the shower though, so you can't really tell.
You never catch your G slipping, my boy.
Can't really tell if I'm crying. I'm not in the shower. If you're crying in the shower, is you really crying?
Hey, fuck. That's like some Confucius type shit.
You know,
like if a tree falls in the woods and there's no one around to hear it, doesn't make a sound.
I'll be in some higher level thinking sometimes.
All right. Thanks for watching my episode of this podcast. I'm fucking out of here. No, I'm working at this storage company, public storage, orange storage company, doing like reservations and shit. I hated my life.
You probably had to deal with so much bullshit there.
Yo, like Kevin Federline would call in like every month trying to get like, they had the special like, yo, you get the first month for $1. That motherfucker would call in all the time with different names trying to get another storage for $1. I'm like, yo, you fucking were married to Britney Spears. Get your bread up, my boy. Bullshit like that. Like, oh, I need a fucking storage for $1. I'm like, okay, well, the first month's $1. You do have to buy a lock for $22. You also need this. There's an administration fee. Blah, 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 blah. That was my life every day.
Well, it's interesting, man.
Shit sucked. There's a call center. Fucking call center. It sucked ass. I did meet some great people there, but it was terrible. So I'm working this.
Adam posts you, and then
Adam posts me. We're like homies, kinda.
Were you like? Did he like? Was he trying to roast you?
No, he wasn't trying to roast me. He was just like, yo, there's like fucking shout out to this guy, whatever. Because the line I was doing was like, I mean, I'm not gonna say it was sick, but it was like kind of cool.
Who posted it?
Adam.
No, but who filmed it? Like, how did they have that clip?
Oh, I posted it.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, I posted on my Instagram. Like, of course I'm going to fucking post a fall clip. Like, if I didn't get the... Oh, you know what it was? It was a clip with me falling and then the make. Because I got a very, very sloppy landing before I fucking fell. So I was like, I'll put them together and post them. He reposted them.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
And this is like when reposting on Instagram like actually really meant something. So, you know, can you turn up my gain just a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a tad.
I got you.
Oh, that's so much better. Okay, cool.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
shit.
Oh, shit.
Test. There's been hella times where the
Uh-oh.
Oh, something just fucked up.
Dun, dun, dun. It's my headphones. Shh. Did we lose power? Oh, no. Is it still picking up anything?
I don't know. Yeah, it's still picking up.
Well, let's just talk without the headphones then.
Alright.
Or do you want to test them?
Hold on, I'm going to try it.
Technical difficulties. I got something in my headphones, but... Dun, dun, dun. Check.
Test.
Is it the
Yo,
USB-C?
that's trippy.
Should we just continue talking with the headphones like we don't need them?
I'm gonna just restart it, but yeah.
Do you pause and restart it?
Yeah, I think so. Test.
There it goes.
Test. Wow.
Whoa.
Yo, that was crazy. I think what happened was the cord.
Okay.
The cord turned the dial for us.
Oh, because it was instantly nothing.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I've never had that happen. Wow. All right, well, this is raw and uncut.
Bingo.
What the fuck were we talking about? Phil, meeting Adam, you got posted. You were like,
he reposted me.
You wanted to go viral because you're a fucking fiend for like the likes and all that shit.
Yeah,
you were just like, yo, I need this feeling every day.
I was fiending for internet high. Ooh. No, I worked at a storage company and I was riding bikes, whatever. He reposted my clip and everybody like kind of knew me. It was like a very loose association because like at the time I wouldn't say that I was like mad social, but everybody kind of knew me in like a hey, what's up, Phil type thing, whatever.
Like just around LA.
Yeah, just like around like Long Beach, pretty much the skate parks. I would just go to skate parks all the time because I worked so much. Like the only sesh that I could get in would be like right after work I'm gonna go to Sheldon, right after work I'm gonna go to Vans, right after work I'm gonna go here. But
That's sick.
Yeah, it was cool. I was working at this storage company and then like randomly fucking go to Interbike in Vegas, like the bike trade show, and I saw all those guys there. It was cool. And it was a really good time. I get home from Vegas at like 4 a.m. I'm dating this girl. We had just got a dog, like a little puppy. So I get home from Vegas like 4 a.m. I wake up at like 6:30 because the dog's crying, needs to go out to pee. I wake up, go out. I have like fucking 40 missed calls on my phone. I was like, yo, what the fuck? They're all my stepdad. It was my stepdad and my mom's phone. So I was like, oh, either my mom's calling me or my stepdad's calling me. Call him back. It's my stepdad. He's like, yo, you need to come to Fresno. Your mom passed away. I'm like, holy shit.
Oh, this is what you were saying. It gets sad.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, fuck, my mom died, whatever. I come from a crazy poor family, aside from like maybe 2 members of my family who like have kind of made it. Which, I mean, even them making it, they're not in a financial situation to pay for a funeral. Mm-hmm. So I had like gotten my bread up at that point, like a little bit. Like I was on the way. Like I had like maybe 27,000 in savings. And at the time I was like 26 or 27. I'm like, okay, I'm not doing too bad for myself. Whatever. My mom passes away. Shit's expensive. There's nobody to pay for it. They're like doing car washes, all this shit, whatever. We had a GoFundMe, made like $1,200, whatever. So I ended up having to like front this bill of like all the, like there's so many fucking charges associated with somebody dying. Like just put me in the trash can. After seeing all that, if I die, put me in the trash can. Damn. So I have no money. At that point, I'm like, fuck.
If I die, you can have my TSX.
Oh, fuck. That's the only reason I'm friends with you. So when you pass, I could have the TSX.
All right. Just want to make that clear.
Dent and everything. I won't even get it fixed. I'll make the dent bigger.
No, yeah. You got to keep the dent. You have to keep the dent is me.
I am that dent. So I'm like, fuck, I have no money. I'm like working this job. It's like $16 an hour plus like there's a commission, but the commission is like, you know, it comes like 60 days after the fact. So I'm like, I don't even have fucking money to afford to like live how I want to live. I need to get a second job. Literally, like, I'm like, I need to get a second job. The next day, I see a post like, we're hiring for the On Some Shit store. I'm like, wow. Fuck, I kind of know these people. I have bike shop experience. Whatever, I'm going to try. So I send one email like, hey, here's my resume. I worked in mad bike shops. I know Caleb. I saw you guys at Interbike, like reaching like anything I can to make myself look good, you know? I'm like, fuck. I send the email and like a few minutes later get a phone call after sending the email. Like literally that like stereotypical like send phone ring. It was like that instant. I was like, oh shit.
What the hell?
They're like, yo, fucking, you're sick. We know you have bike shop experience, this, and that. These are the hours. This is the pay, which was fucking absolute dog shit at the time. I was like, yo, this is fucking slave wages. Whatever. It's cash under the table. I'm like, yo, that's perfect. I'm down. Fucking perfect. So I start working there, whatever. Me and Adam become friends, yada, yada, yada. Me and the other dudes that work there become friends. I become friends with the team.
And now you're working at the Awesome Shit Store in
downtown
LA.
127 East 5th.
Okay, so at the time,
hit me.
Were you more friends with Tony the cat or with Adam?
Fucking Tony for sure. R.I.P. Tony. I love that cat like he was my fucking cat. The last time I cried is when Tony died.
Damn.
And the last time I had cried before that was when my grandma died. Tony meant a lot to me. I was very fucking bummed when that cat died. Instantly became friends with that cat. Me and Nate, who worked at the store, took care of him, fucking showered him in buckets, took him to the vet, cleaned up his shit, fed him, got him food. He was sick.
So there's like a story like Playboy Carti comes in and...
Oh my God. Playboy Carti comes in. Nate's working the front of the store. Comes in. Hey, is Adam here? Let me go see if he's here. That's like our fucking line when people come in, like, oh, because we were used like BMX dudes and some other people like at the beginning of No Jumper coming in to ask for him. Let me go see if he's here. Like we had a fucking back door or something. It was a bathroom, you know? Let me go check. Nate walks around the corner. Hey, Adam, there's some fan here to see you. He's like, okay. Stands up, goes out. He's like, no fuck, it's not a fan. It's fucking Playboy Carti. Like, what the fuck? It's like right before he blew up too. It's so funny.
So like when you get hired at the bike shop, are they doing the podcast in the back already?
They were doing TCU TV, which is the Come Up TV, was the BMX thing. They were doing that probably 3 nights a week too.
And they already had the podcast set up in the back.
They had a very rough podcast set. It was like one preamp with like 4 headphones into it. It was ghetto. No, they had it was.
I've seen the early shit.
Yeah, it's just
that's
like
what made it so great.
No, dude, it was raw. It was gritty. It was sick.
That's before the wave, you know. Everyone wants a podcast now. He was doing it that shit.
You can't go get no fucking Roadcaster back then.
Oh my God, I look at all the podcast clips on TikTok now, and I just look at like they all have the same podcast
shit. Every single one of them. Also, shout out to
I love it
TikTok.
though. Yeah, just keep podcasting.
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna start a podcast tomorrow. After this, I'm inspired.
Honestly, you should, man.
I never will do that.
We could do it weekly with you.
I'm not gonna. I would do it weekly with you if we could set a time limit to it. Oh fuck, the 8 Ball podcast.
No.
It would be sick.
No. So yeah, like
they were doing TCU TV, and it was pretty fucking successful in the BMX realm because there wasn't a BMX podcast. So he's having all these people come on. It was really sick, and then one day it like shifted to where like, oh hey, this guy's coming in, but it's like a no jumper thing. I'm like, oh shit, okay, that's a thing. You know, you film in the garage back X amount of time ago. You're gonna get that going again, and then like fucking XXX comes in, the Suicide Boys come in, Fat Nick and Puya, fucking Lil Peep, like all these people are coming. I have no fucking idea. I don't listen to the type of music. I do like some of it now, just because like I've met the people and they're like really cool and whatever. But at the time I had no, who the fuck is this guy? Who is it?
It's like you got to be there behind the scenes on some like really iconic, legendary no jumper moments.
People talk to me about this all the time about like, oh man, it's like when you watch a fucking documentary about the Beatles and there's a guy standing in the room with them, like you were that guy.
Exactly.
I'm like, I fuck with that. And like, it's hard for me to like, it's not hard for me to see it anymore because like, I mean, look at the fucking crazy amount of success that No Jumper has had. But like looking back, I'm like, yo, we were in the fucking back of a roach infested bike shop with some ghetto ass chairs at the desk that we sat packing orders every day. We had to clear off to get ready for an interview, you know? I'm like, yeah, I guess those are, you never think that in that time, you're like, holy shit, like this is like a part of history. Cause like the XXX thing, he was just some fucking young guy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, who the fuck is this guy? I was like, could not wait to get out of the store when he was there. I was like, yeah, I need to fucking bone out. I need to go do something. I'm going to go fucking ride the Long Beach skate park is what was on my mind. But like looking back on it now, like he was a super nice dude, and fucking from him going to the downtown store and me meeting him when he came in, like, oh, how's it going? My name's Phil. I work here. Well, whatever. Yeah, I'll be right here. Fast forward to him coming into the Melrose store, he fucking remembered my name. And all that time had gone by in between it. He remembered my name.
And you thought this dude was just going to be a fucking prick?
Not that I thought he was going to be a prick, but like, I mean, he had like the whole thing where he was in jail and like all that shit. I was like, oh, he's a fucking scumbag. Whatever. Another scumbag. And he's fucking comes in the store. He like gives me like, what's up, Phil? I was like, oh shit, that's pretty tight because like his music's fucking blown up. Mm-hmm. He's a superstar. My little sister listens to him at the time. Like I said,
and he remembered your name.
He remembered my name. I was like, yeah, that's fucking pretty tight. It's like you never really meet people that you think are gonna like actually be genuine. I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm a little jaded because of everything, but
no, yeah, I mean, especially if a rapper who's blown up, like that's the last person you expect to remember your name.
Yeah.
Even anyone, just like a regular person. Like I don't expect. If I met you once, I don't expect you to remember my name because I probably don't remember your name.
That's fair. Yeah, I get that.
I mean, it's just like sorry, nothing personal.
Yeah, nothing personal.
But damn, that's why it's just so crazy to me. Like that you were there for like Lil Peep interview. You were there.
Yeah, a lot of them. A
like,
fucking shitload of them.
What's like your most memorable moment?
Most memorable moment?
Do you have one? I'm sure it's like a really cliche question, but you get the vibe.
Yeah, fuck. There's different. There's like most memorable of downtown. There's most memorable of Melrose. There's most memorable of The Office. But like back then, fuck, man, I don't know. I can't really like think of one to like pinpoint. Maybe like Suicide Boys because they were really fucking cool at the time. I don't know either of their names. The one without hair, without the poofy hair, not the Sideshow Bob guy. He was like pretty fucking real about like being on opiates and shit, and like seemed like a real dude. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh man, I can relate to that with my past. I was like, damn, oh, it's doing that thing again.
Yeah, I know, it's fucking up.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there it goes. Just leave it. There we go. No, it's good. I wouldn't touch it. Yeah. Okay, tight.
My fault.
But no, he was just cool. He's like a real dude. He like talked about real shit. And I was like, oh man, these guys are really fucking cool. This is going to be tight. Like, I hope they blow up. And then, I mean, fast forward, they're fucking rock stars. And then second most memorable is we did Lil Yachty's first interview before his first show in LA.
Wow.
With Coach K, I believe.
Yeah.
And he was so fucking nice. Lil Yachty was so nice. And same thing, fast forward to the Melrose store. I'm taking Adam and Yachty's picture in the back of the store. He's like, oh shit, I haven't seen you since downtown. How you been? It's like, oh fuck, this is like super sick because you have a Sprite commercial song and you're a superstar and you're on all these things and you're like still a really genuine person. Probably the two most memorable ones to me.
So it's just like, yo, your life is so fucking sick because you was like, dude, you were really right there in the mix of all this shit.
Yo, there's been so much just like, and it's all by association of knowing Adam. Mm-hmm. And like a lot of people are like, oh, it's so sick that you know Adam. Like, yeah, it is fucking sick that I know him. He's a sick ass dude. Mm-hmm. Like at the end of the day, like at the end of the day, he's done a shitload for a ton of industries and a ton of people without, ever even asking for anything back. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo, my life is fucking sick right now because I directly work for this person.
Yeah.
It's great because he was like, now people like look up to him in No Jumper. That's what he was in BMX. I was like, yo, this is the cool dude. I want to be friends with this cool dude. And now he's that person in the hip hop world. But yo, like at the store every day, like, fucking Post Malone stopping by and J. Cole stopping by. Like, I'm just like, what the? Like, I'm in the back of those Peep videos, like, right before he fucking passed, like, the last vlog he's in. I still, to this day, will get at least 1 to 2 messages per month on Instagram, like, yo, I think I saw you in this little Peep video. Wow. I haven't seen you since high school. How you doing?
Wow. Blocked.
Dumb bitch. Yeah. Bitch. Nah, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, it's me. Fucking whatever.
What's your memories of Lil Peep?
Fucking great kid, really nice, genuine guy. didn't want anything from anybody, just wanted to be friends with everybody, and fucking seems like not necessarily the people that were around him, but like everybody wanted a piece of him, you know? Which like I can't imagine how that feels being like a 19 and 20-year-old kid when I had known him. Mm-hmm. Okay, so to backpedal a little bit, a fixed gear kid who I rode with like every fucking day was dating Too Poor, Layla. Okay. Lil Peep's ex. Mm-hmm. Probably most memorable ex. And then I remember it, like, he came around, I was like, oh, this is... And I really didn't like him beforehand because he started dating Layla while she was still dating my friend. It's like, fuck, that's... Well, you know, I don't know if that's the truth. Maybe they broke up and it was, like, immediately afterwards, but I was like, obviously, I'm, like, on my friend's side. Mm-hmm. Who's this fucking SoundCloud kid? Like, whatever, you know? And then he turns out to be, like, a sweetheart. He's so fucking nice. Like, just wants everybody to have everything all the time. He's so fucking nice, like such a nice kid. Wow. I would fuck with him a lot, which like I regret now, because when I fuck with people, most times they think that I don't like them, but it's really like that whole like, I'm gonna flirt with you by punching you in the fucking arm. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, I like you, I'm gonna give you shit. Yeah. Which like maybe, you know, now I regret a little bit because he was really nice and hopefully he didn't think I disliked him. But you know, he came to the store opening, like he was super fucking nice. He would just stop by the store. That's sick. He's a nice dude. It's fucking, his music's great. I still listen to it. I'm 32, I think. And listening, I can't fucking remember. I'm 30 something and I still listen to like, he made the songs when he was like 19 years old. Yeah. I'm like, yo, even if he's been gone for 5 years, minus those 2, and he's 19. If I go back, I was 25 years old listening to a fucking 19-year-old, like, no, 27 listening to a 19-year-old. It's kind of hard for me to. Yeah, he had like a certain passion about him that you could hear for sure. Yeah, yeah. Music, you know? Yeah, and great. It's hard to like fake that shit in that genre. It's really crazy to see firsthand because like, I mean, when we were on Melrose, there's like a huge thing of like, you could be cool or you could be not cool by coming by the store and the vibe that you got from like Adam and the staff. You know, that happened a ton of times. It's like SoundCloud dudes were a dime a dozen, and I mean Peep obviously was the fucking like at the head of that, I would say, of like the emo rap SoundCloud thing. I really feel like SoundCloud died with him. Like almost completely, in my opinion. I don't know fucking anything. I mean you got to you were on Juice WRLD too, right? Yeah, not as much as the others. I did have a little stint there where I didn't work for Adam on some not even like conflict type shit. Yuri got What's that? I said Yuri got fired. I didn't get fired. I quit, but my fault. Not trying to put that on you. I'm just saying. Just want to bring that up. Yuri just mentioned this like on Thursday. He's like, "Oh, it's when I came back," and I was like, "Oh no." The fucking infamous situation. Yuri deletes files. Yeah, I was like, oh damn, back from the file situation. He's like, yeah. I was like, I'm glad you can laugh about that now because it was like such a serious thing at the time. Yeah, I quit there for a little bit, and that was like when I was gone from that, it was like pretty heavy when Juice was around. I did meet him like the couple times that he came around before that, which also again, fucking such a nice dude. Like so nice and genuine, like crazy. That's sick. Yeah, I wish I had been around a little bit more because I do really genuinely enjoy his music now, and I fucking hate being like, oh, after the fact I enjoy their music. It sucks, but yeah. I don't know, man. That's just so nuts. Like it's just so sick, because like I feel like me being in the office, I get to experience this shit. Yeah. But it's special to me. But I mean, it's just extra special. That you was like literally the only one I feel like still in the office that was there since the jump. Yeah, I've stuck around a lot longer than I think anybody else. Maybe not like total years wise, but like lineage wise, I'm here the longest. And I'm still there. It's easy to like working where we work. Because of the atmosphere. Yeah. Obviously every job is a job and it's a little stressful and whatnot, but like name a fucking better work environment that you've ever had. It's lit. Unmatched. I live No Jumper. Can't wait for the new spot. Can't wait for the new store. All right, before we wrap this up, We're not wrapping up. We're going for another hour. Keep talking. I'm not done talking. I got a lot to tell.
Yo, do you have like a favorite guest or person? You know,
favorite guest.
My homie just asked me that, and I was like,
he asked you that?
Yeah.
What was your response?
Currency.
Fuck, that was pretty good. Currency was sick. Recently?
I mean, just any, like, your whole, like, that's why it's like my bank of it is way smaller than yours.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean, Too Short was recent, like within the last 2 years.
Oh, I was there for Too Short.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking like, and it like, and not that I like Too Short, I do, but not that I'm like crazy into Too Short or anything, but like, my mom would have been super fucking hyped that I had met Too Short. She's not with us anymore, but I was like, oh, yo, this is like kind of sick because she would listen to him all the fucking time. I got to take photos of him, whatever. I was like, yo, this is like pretty fucking sick for someone who is not in that world of like hip hop. Like, you listen to the music. I don't. It's like I listen to fucking weird shit. Not weird shit, but like not the atypical whatever. I was like, oh, Too Short's here. That's super sick. Wiz the other day was fucking so fire because I do listen to Wiz. I was like, yo,
that was sick.
That was the first
sick.
time where I was like, yo, like I'm kind of nervous for this guy to come in because it wasn't on the calendar. I was like, holy shit, Wiz fucking Khalifa's coming. That's crazy. That's insane. And he was there. He's cool as fuck.
Yeah, man.
8 Wings. Titus, the European guy, was with me. Sat super close to you. Stood super close to you.
Yeah, he was definitely in my bubble.
He was in my bubble.
He was in my bubble, man. He popped my shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
He popped my shit.
There's been a lot of guests, but I was never really that involved with No Jumper. It was always more the store shit before. Yeah, a lot of guests as of lately have been pretty cool.
Man, I love it. I can't wait, man.
I can't wait.
When's the next time I can spend the night? Pause.
At my house?
Yeah.
Whenever you want to. Come after this.
Phill has the best vibes. He's got the best weekend vibes.
Yeah, pull up. We'll play fucking dice on my
It's like a
stove
it's
again.
like a staycation when we pull up to Phil's.
Yeah, staycation. Hit me up. Long Beach, Cherry Park. Come get bit by my dog. Hang with my cat.
Ooh, yeah. I'm editing the new vlog, and then there's a part where like she growls at Kiki.
Oh, fuck, you got that? Oh, man.
Shouldn't I put that in?
No, absolutely. Put it in twice.
All right, cool.
Put it one normal speed and one slow-mo.
Yeah, his reaction was like... Argh.
And then one cropped of Kiki's reaction. Yeah, that'd be sick.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I talk a lot. Sorry. How long have we gone?
Nah, man, this is an hour 15.
Hour 15? I feel like that's a fucking long time. Holy shit.
Nah, that's a good time. That's perfect time.
That's perfect time.
You know, we got to cover all the basics. We said enough to let them know what's up, but we didn't say enough for a part 2. You know, there's still...
Yeah, we could totally have a part 2.
Still a part 2. So, hey, about to end this shit here.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe. Free Smoke the podcast. Shout out to PhilBrahh. Shout out to PhilBrahh.
It's not supposed to be Braaap. Unfortunately, I
called him PhilBrahh and I called him white. So, you know,
fuck you.
It shows that like coworker dynamic where it's like, yo, if you're my homie, I'd be super offended. But the fact that you're my coworker, it's like, okay, man, I could still just be like, all right, bro, fuck you.
You know, the first day you fucking came to the office when they're like, oh, we have a new editor.
Oh shit.
We have this new guy. I'm like, who's this fucking cocksucker that's coming into the office, sitting at the desk with us? And then you're super nice. Jason's like, oh yeah, I know him from I don't know what, but X, Y, and Z. I'm like, okay, like, cool. And you're like, oh, yo, I was here at the store for this thing. I was here for this thing. You sold me a T-shirt. I'm like, oh, okay. So you've been in it for a minute.
Uh-huh.
And like maybe the second day after you were probably maybe done being nervous or whatever it was, I was like, oh, you're like pretty fucking cool. And I was like, yo, you want some clothes? You want some fucking gear?
I was fucking with that.
Yeah. I was like, oh, nice introductory.
Boy be getting me dripped out.
Yeah, you gotta. If you're gonna work somewhere, you gotta have the clothes. But I instantly knew that we were gonna be friends, even if there wasn't, because we don't work together. We work together, but we don't work together.
But that was like a big part. I remember like Jason was just basically like, yo, like you can come work in the office, but it's like if they don't fuck with you, they don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's fair.
It was like you kind of like, yeah, like this is just like a test to see if like you fit in type shit, you know?
Yeah.
And
you didn't pass the test, you're fired.
Man, I love it. I love No Jumper. I love you guys are family. We're family who don't know each other's race or Instagram handle.
Yes.
But other than that, we're
yeah, and then we went on the kendama trip.
Locked in.
We went on the kendama trip, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
We're going to be friends for a long time.
I'm going to be real, man. The drive home, bro. Like,
you were scared.
I was nauseous. I was going to throw up. I was like, I had to just do one of these into the window.
Yeah, that's my bad.
It was vicious. Nah, you were really just mobbing. You were just really pedal to
Vibing.
the metal.
Yeah.
Pedal to the metal.
No, yeah, I knew we were going to be friends. I'm glad we are. I'm glad you brought me on your podcast, and where you have more than 100,000 subscribers.
Hell yeah. Fuck Yuri.
That's
what we're talking about.
That's not why I was saying
about. Hey, you're almost here, man. You need like 85,000 more subs, bro. Hopefully Disconnected can get you that.
I like Yuri, for the record. I'm not saying anything.
I like Yuri too. It's motivation.
Oh, okay, yeah. Fuck you, Yuri. If it's my favorite. Fuck you.
Nah, man. Shout out to Ten Talks.
Ten Talks is sick.
Yeah.
I watched my first episode of them not too long ago.
Yeah, man. Ten Talks is sick. Yuri's been on the podcast. He got me some views. He brought
He sat where I'm sitting.
He brought some life to my dead channel. So shout out Yuri.
He brought some life to your what?
To my dead channel.
Damn.
That's what he claims.
Well, it's tough. It's tough but fair.
It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not gonna get into it. Patreon exclusive content if you really want me here to talk shit about Yuri.
For the record, I didn't drink any of my water and I regret it.
Yeah, man, I drank all my water, but shit. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Free Smoke the podcast.
Follow us.
Shout out No Jumper, man.
Yeah.
Full circle moments. That's all this pod's about. Full circle moments.
Full circle moments. Yeah. Became full circle. Hold on. I got it while we're on the air. I got to take a picture of you. Oh my God, my notifications are booming.
Oh shit! Take a pic, man.
Ready?
Take a pic, man. Hello. I double dipped that one. And grabbed that one with two hands.
Bingo. Thanks for listening to me talk. I know I'm annoying. Follow me.
Shut up.